Hi, thanks for checking out our ApplyOnline training module. This has been one of the most requested modules since we launched, and I am really excited to finally be able to bring it to you. In this module, we go through loading an application into ApplyOnline from scratch. And while it is not always necessary to load it from scratch because your aggregator software usually transfers over a lot of the information, it is important to know how to do it, because when you learn how to load an application from scratch, you learn what all the different sections are, why they are required, what information should be going into them, where you could potentially get problems if you're not completing it correctly, and also how it's talking to the loan summary page, which if you're going to get an issue with your ApplyOnline application, that's where you're going to find it. It's going to show up there. The more knowledge you have about ApplyOnline and how it works and how to load it properly, the less issues you're going to have when it comes to those pesky red crosses that frustrate us all. ApplyOnline is usually one of the very last steps before submitting to a lender, and it can be the most frustrating because of those red crosses and those little issues that can tend to happen. So having all of the additional knowledge on all of the sections of ApplyOnline and not just competency in the sections that usually flag red crosses is really, really important, and it makes the job a whole lot easier. We go through how to upload and verify supporting documents, because obviously we need to do that in order to get the application through to the lender. And we learn how to pull apart the loan summary page and find out where the issue is if there is an issue. So if you have a manual servicing calculator that says your loan services and then your loan summary page is saying no, it doesn't, how do you figure out why and where the difference is? So we pull that apart and we drill down into the different sections to find where the problem is. If potentially we've loaded something incorrectly, or maybe we did something wrong in our manual servicing calculator, but how do we figure that out? We pull all of that information apart and we break it down so that we can find the problem. The last thing we do is we learn how to edit and clone. So this is important for if you have a customer who has multiple applications and they're not all going through the aggregator system to transfer over, or if you've got a customer who has recently done a loan application and now they want to do a top-up. It is easier to clone the application from previously than it is to reload the application from start just for a top-up. And editing is important for if you've submitted to a lender who won't make changes on their end when something like the product or the repayment type or the loan amount even changes. So you need to edit, ApplyOnline and resubmit. We go through how to do that and what is the easiest and best ways when it comes to cloning and editing. So I hope that you enjoy this new module. As I said, it was one of the most requested modules, and we are really excited to be able to bring it to you now. I hope you enjoy, and hit me up if you have any questions.